Well, good morning. I'm Jennifer. This is A Country Life. Welcome back to another video. So it is 5 to 8 in the morning. It's Monday morning. I just counted up on my list. I have 23 things that I wrote down that I would like to get done. Many of you know that I have been using a block schedule where I block off like 2 hours of time throughout the day, and in that 2 hours of time I work at staying very focused in whatever that like category is. So whether it be home / cleaning, maybe it's outdoor gardening, animals, whatever projects, maybe it's one of my other categories is of course homeschool. Another category is kitchen. That's usually my biggest category, is kitchen / canning / whatever, right? Okay, so of the 23 things, I have not put them into my block schedule yet. I just last night, as I was watching the news, I'm gonna sneeze. Only 2 this time. While watching the news, I just started writing down everything. Actually, I was kind of referencing some old block schedules on days that I didn't get everything done in my block schedule, and I was like, oh, did I eventually do that, or is it still waiting to be done? I transferred all the waiting to be done things to this list. I added all the new things that I've been thinking of. So basically what I'm trying to say here is I'm hoping that I can try to get a lot of the stuff knocked off the list today. I mean, honestly, I think if I could get 10 or 12 things on the list, some of them are going to take me 10 minutes and some of them are going to take a long time. But they're things that I can maybe be doing other things while that's happening. As we go through the day, you'll see what I'm talking about. It is, for reference, 24 degrees this morning, and that's at 5 to 8. So I know it was much, much colder. Joe looked out and he's like, snow. It's not snow, but there is some frost like up on the shed roof and stuff like that. Good morning, Peter. You found it. Where was it?
It was in the toy box.
In the toy box. Huh, that's a spot for it, huh? Peter was looking for his notebook. What do you do in this notebook?
I just color it.
Just draw pictures and things like that. Looks like the beginning of a car you were trying. Some more cars. Lots of bodies of cars, huh? Good morning, Maria.
Hi.
Look at that. Give us a big smile. No, don't show us that. Show us the more important thing.
I lost a tooth.
She lost her tooth finally. Today, for reference, today is October 19th. My videos tend to take a long time for me to get out, about a month, sometimes a little shorter. What do you want to show us now, Peter? You found something, huh? Look at that truck. Is that exhaust coming out or fire or what?
It's exhaust.
Exhaust, okay. Well, as you can tell, I got out of the shower a little bit ago here. I do have one of the first things, and this isn't even on my list, shoot. But one of the first things I'm going to have to do is check the seal on all of this applesauce. So I made applesauce last night. Well, Warren helped me. I mean, everybody was involved. This is regular applesauce, and then I did also make crayon applesauce. And I have 14 quarts here. Anywhere between 12 and 24 is okay to start, you know, taking the lids off, or taking the lids, don't do that, taking the rings off and washing them down. So that's one of the things that's going to go on the list today too. Since I'm not going to do it right away, I think what I'm going to do is just add that onto my list, and I'll do it a little bit later. I'll have to take these rings off, check my seals, and then wash them up, because sometimes applesauce siphons. And especially my applesauce, because it's very thick, it is just apples. When I'm cooking them down, I do add a little bit of water, but not a whole lot. And sometimes it will tend to siphon a little bit, and that's really not what you want. So, but I did find that if I left the applesauce, I'm really going on a tangent here this morning. If I left the applesauce in the water bath canner with the canner lid off and the heat turned off after the 20 minutes of canning time, and just let it sit in there for a good 15 minutes, it did seem to not. I only had one jar someplace here that siphoned out some. I think it might have been this jar here, but let's keep moving. Okay, so as I was just having some coffee, I was reading through a few comments, and there was a comment, sorry, I forgot now, I want to say maybe Amber or something might have been her name. But anyway, she was asking why I don't bring in and use my own cranberries. I'm not sure if I've just never made that clear, but I have received that question a few times here. And here's what we do. Typically around the last day of harvest, we take these drying crates, and then right off of the berry cleaner, we just use 5-gallon pails, collect the fruit that we want. We pour it into these crates here. These drying racks here hold about 50 pounds of fruit. And then Warren made years ago these drying racks here. So he used 2x4s here, right? Is that what he used here? 2x4s. And then he used some of this hardware mesh or whatever this is called. And we pour 50 pounds of cranberries. This is one entire drying crate full. We pour them in here, and then we just come out here every couple of hours, run our hands through, because of course they're wet. There's sometimes little bits of leaves stuck onto a cranberry. Sometimes you'll still have one of these, even though it goes through the cleaner. The cleaner doesn't get it perfect, and so I just keep a pail over here, and I go through picking out anything that would be considered a bad cranberry, like for example, not that one, but this one here. That one obviously had gotten stepped on at some point or something happened and it never ripened and it rotted. And then from here, what I do is I just bag, this will be all dry. So as soon as it's dry and I have all of the, you know, anything that I don't want, any rotten cranberry or bad cranberry or anything out, what I do is I package this up into gallon size freezer bags, and I keep them in my freezer. I typically keep anywhere from 200 to 300 pounds of cranberries in my freezer all the time. And yeah, so I do always use my own fruit. So anytime you see me baking with cranberries, or making cranberry sauce, or cranberry preserves, or cranberry juice, anytime we do that, we would be using our fruit that we grew right here. If obviously, sometimes I buy cranberry juice, like sweetened cranberry juice or dried cranberries. And why do I buy that? I guess because we like those products and we use them. I don't ever want to sound snotty when I talk about this, but I guess think about a farmer of maybe another crop. Let's say a wheat farmer. I'm pretty sure a wheat farmer at some point buys another product made of wheat. I'm pretty sure a dairy farmer at some point buys products that are made of milk. They just don't make. We don't make everything in our home kitchen. And sometimes you like to try something new. Like I bought some cranberry chipotle sauce because I wanted to try that. There's a lot of different products out there and it's fun to try new things. So, all right, I hope that cleared that up for you guys. Like for example, the crayon applesauce that we made last night, these have our own cranberries. So what we were doing, Warren actually made straight cranberry juice. So I have to walk over here for you guys. So this device right here is called a NutriSteamer. It is a NutriSteamer, and you put water in here, you put your fruit in this top basket, and then in this middle, that is where the juice collects. And then the juice comes out of this tube when it starts to build up enough pressure. And anyway, that's what Warren was doing last night. He made juice, and with the pulp that was left behind, we just added that to our applesauce and, to my cooking down apples, and then I ran that right through my food mill and made cran applesauce. So yes, we do use a lot of our cranberries for our own use. So we are in duck hunting season, which means Nick and one of his friends and Warren went out duck hunting early this morning. I think they went out at 6 o'clock this morning, and then they came in at about 8:45. It's now 10 o'clock, and what happened is that when they come in, we usually kind of sit down for a little while and have some breakfast. So when I was just starting to get everybody kind of going on school, then everybody came in. So we made scrambled eggs and made some fried eggs, toast and sausages and donuts. What else do we have? I think that pretty much sums it up. So now that they went back out hunting, Warren is out to work. Let's see what happened. Sam is now doing school. Maria is, I guess you could call it school. She's just working on this little chalkboard that she has. That's kind of fun to play with. I still haven't done anything actually on my list. I feel like I've done a lot though. Laundry, took care of the animals, washed eggs, all kinds of things. But here we go. We are still not going to get to the list though because we have to do school. I'm going to go grab Sam and see what he's doing. So what are you working on?
Well, I got my Catholic reading done for the day.
You did, okay.
Yep. I got 2 days worth of reading done and 2 days worth of science done.
Okay, let's look that over, okay?
No, it's like this.
Okay, it's 11 o'clock and we're just now getting the first thing done that is on the list. And one of the things is to send a card to Grandma,
Like this.
draw some pictures.
Like,
Are you scared?
like
of
this.
Yeah, there were like 250
Cool.
in one fall.
And Maria was making, we got these, this idea from Art Projects for Kids, that website. I love it so much. And then I drew one for Joe. Yep, we printed off the directions of how to draw. And Joe's tracing, he's doing a good job.
Alright, like this.
2 things.
What?
So you were scaring up ducks for Nick?
Yep.
It's cold out there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really, really cold. My face was like numb.
No. Did you hear any shooting?
Oh yeah, they.
Oh, good.
When I was up there, I went up to the spot where there was like, it was the most ducks I've ever seen in one flock around here. Yeah.
Okay, I want you to sweep, okay? Because you came trouncing through with your boots on before. And there is sand or dirt, chunks of dry mud all the way.
Mud.
That'll probably warm you up too.
I'm freezing.
That'll warm you up. Sweeping. Housework always warms you up. All right, so there hasn't been, I mean, there's been a lot going on today, but not a whole lot that I guess I filmed, but it's snowing. You guys see that? Little snowflakes? But I see that a couple of the guys are in the driveway here, and I thought, I'm gonna go catch up with them if they want to be on film. Hey, Joe. You're wearing shorts, and it's freezing. What do you got there, Peter?
Oh, some wood duck decoys.
Wood duck decoys?
Yeah.
Cool. What do you want to tell me?
Are you gonna do anything with those corn stalks?
Yes, I want to make corn shocks out of them today.
Okay.
You guys want to say hi?
Hi.
Hi.
Oh!
I was just coming out to get a little rundown. You guys are rarely on the vlog, and I thought, well,
Peter, what's that?
let's catch up.
We can give you a rundown.
Okay, give us a rundown.
Well, we got the old Quacker Smacker rig out here today. We're gonna go get it out in the reservoir this afternoon and all set up for tomorrow morning. We're gonna go lay the hammer down on some ducks. You know, big old flocks come in, just leave the beat, aim center flock, let them have it.
Oh my gosh.
It's gonna be a good day.
Okay, he's a fast talker.
Yeah.
I don't know if we should believe everything he says, though.
Yeah.
All right,
Go Quacker
what do you
Smacker,
got
buddy.
going, Sparky?
Just gonna practice shooting in the blind.
Okay.
It's not as.
Is that the new blind?
Yeah, yeah. It is.
Cool.
Had to throw some punches at Cabela's the other day for it, so it's alright.
I have these one special name, but Nick just calls them the butt squirters.
The butt squirters?
Yeah.
That's a funny name.
They suck up water, like they're like this, and they suck up water here,
Yeah.
and it goes up in here. It sprays on this, and it goes down, and it's supposed to look like,
Like they're feeding?
yeah, or like they're taking a bath.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, so back in the house, because it is cold. It is still.
There's an icicle out there.
You were an icicle? I guess it says it's like 38. That's not that cold, but it sure felt cold. All right, so Maria and I just worked on her school work. Let me show you the book that she's using. So our homeschool style is very, very eclectic, meaning that we just do lots and lots of different things. I mean, we like hands-on stuff and puzzles and games and outdoor time and whatever, okay? We like reading and just so many different things. I don't have a particular, basically we just don't have one perfect method that we follow, okay? But I do want to point out these again. Last year, I used the 2nd grade skills book for Peter, and this year he's working on the 3rd grade skills book. And I thought that I liked the 2nd and 3rd grade ones just to give them a really good, just some like good handwriting and seat work practice. But this 1st grade book, guys, I think it's just phenomenal. The thing I love about it, so at first when I opened it up, I was like, okay, she knows how to do all of this already. Capital A's, lowercase a's, ones, everything. Okay, draw me an apple. Where'd she draw? Oh, there it is. Draw me a cat. I thought, okay, this is going to be too babyish. But very quickly, like the 2nd page, it immediately went to writing your full name. Now, of course, she already knew the Maria, and I think she could do most of the Brockman, but she did not really know how to spell her middle name at all. I had never really worked on that with her. And then by page 18, they're already starting to do their birth date and practice writing their birth date and then memorizing it. She's very good at memorizing, so it didn't take her long, and she just quickly could just, just bust it out with her birthday. It also starts going through phone numbers, your mom's phone number, your dad's, like cell numbers, and your home phone numbers, and address, and all those kinds of things. Little things that, unless you're really, really paying attention, sometimes those kinds of things can just get they just can go by, like the days just go by and you forget. Or in this era, they're not using a dial phone anymore. When I was a kid, it was you learned one phone number, and then after you learn that one, then I should probably learn my grandparents and then maybe my friends and things like that. But now mom has a number, dad has a number, the home has a number, your brothers have a number, sisters have okay, so anyway, I've really, really been loving that first grade book, even more than the second grade book and the third grade book. Really, really. So I would say if you have a young learner, that would be a great, great book. I'm looking over my list here. I think I've only done 2 things. Nope, 3. I've done 3 things on my list, and that was to send off a card, send off some bread to my mom, and then I entered something into the checkbook. So of my whole list, that's really all I've done. But I feel like we've been busy. Yes, and did do school, but I didn't have that on my list, so I can't check it off. Since we did have to do some mailing, we did zip over to the town where my P.O. box is. That's Pittsville, and we stopped over there, checked out the P.O. box, and that's where we did our mailing from. But I did need, this is very haphazard, but I did need packing tape, because of course, if you have children, they love packing tape, and it's never there when you want it. Peter is
tape trap, and he tapes them across the door, and people run into them.
But when we went into Dollar General, I did find the tape that I needed, but I also found a few other things. So for $2.50, I got a new brush and this little holder. I like that. That's going to go out in the porch bathroom. And then, let's see, I picked up these 2 bows all ready for Christmas, but I wanted to put these bows out on either side of our garage. I thought that would be a nice, easy thing to hang up and nothing that's going to scratch the siding. I also, for Thanksgiving, picked up 2 of these sets of platters. These are those oval, more like, what do they call them? Yeah, I guess just platters. So I picked up 2 packages of those. I don't think we'll have a huge group here at Thanksgiving, just our own family. So 16 plates should be enough. And then this was a pack of 16 napkins. I thought those were very pretty. And then I've never had these plug-ins. So these are the Glade plug-ins, and I thought, I saw these, they were $3. I hope that was a good price. It came with one, like these, and then the little warmer. So I picked up the Pine Wonderland scent and then the Cashmere Woods. And I thought I got, yeah. And then this pack, I think, was $4. And I picked up the pumpkin spice things up. And then for $1, this is like a little cardboard sign. There is so much to be thankful for, and I love the glitter on it, and I thought I would hang this on the door right as you walk in. And I actually had a rug, but I forgot it there. I forgot it in the aisle. I looked through the pile of rugs, and I pulled the one out, and I set it on the floor, and then I forgot to pick it up, and I just realized it until when we got home. Right, so this is where I got this to hang, just right on our door. So you go from the garage into the house. I don't really know where I last left off with you guys here, but it is 10 to 7 here now on this Monday evening, and I rarely, what is going on? Someone's monkeying around with the door. So I find that I rarely film after supper. I'm usually ending the video with our supper meal, and that's it. Tonight we just had some leftovers. We had some pork, shredded pork that was left from our harvest party on Friday. And so we had that. I took the mashed potatoes and made those into fried mashed potatoes, and then we just had some salad, and oh yeah, I cut up the last couple pears I had, and then we have lots of apples, so I cut up apples as well. But what I'm doing now is I'm making some bars. So this is a really, really basic Blondie recipe. I'm going to be adding in Oreos and the cookies and cream Hershey bars. So that's what I'm making, cookies and cream Blondies. And I started with 2 sticks, so 1 cup of unsalted butter. I'm going to put in 1.5 cups of brown sugar. I just kind of am going to stir this around a little bit, see if I can get this a little bit more melted. I might have to microwave this for another 10 seconds. I put that in for another 10 seconds. Right, so now I'm going to put in 1.5 cups of brown sugar. We're going to stir this. Are you going to help, Peter?
What are you making?
I'm making the cookies and cream Blondies.
Yes.
Okay, why don't you wash your hands? And I'm going to have you stir this in a second. Okay, you stir that sugar in really well. We're going to put in 2 eggs. Nope, stir that one in first, okay?
Then can I put the other one in? Making chocolate.
Nope, he's going to do this.
Making the cookies and cream Blondies. No, I'm helping her. Another egg. Just gonna mix it again.
Put in a teaspoon of vanilla. Okay, Peter? So we're going to put in 2 cups plus 2 tablespoons of flour. So that was a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and then a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, right?
Mhm.
So that was, you only put in 1 of these, correct? Of each one?
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, next up we have 3 of these, what are these called? Cookies and cream Hershey bars. And then I have, I don't know how many Oreos, but it's about a cup. Maybe a little more than a cup, it looks like to me. We're just gonna mix all that in, put it into our greased pan, and bake these. What do you think? Are these gonna be good?
To the bowl.
Yep. Puffed, wrinkly, perfect. With Blondie bars, you really don't want to wait until they're completely set in the center, otherwise they will get a little too hard. So as long as the edge looks nice, let's get that light on for you guys. As long as the edge looks nicely done, looks a little wrinkled, center is puffed, that's usually a perfect sign that they're done. So we're gonna let these cool completely, because I think with the cookies and cream bar bits in there, if we tried to cut it right now, or you know, when it's just still a little warm, I don't think that's going to work real well. So we'll let these cool, and we'll be cutting these tomorrow. And with that, it's now about 20 to 8. I'm working on some editing, and that's going to be it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will pop in for a quick minute tomorrow to show you how these look and to give you a little taste test. Okay, so these bars are kind of turning into breakfast here. Let me just see if I can pull one out. And that is what it looks like. So you see the Oreos in there. I don't know. I had some that are really good. What did you think? Put that right there. All right.
They're a keeper.
They're a keeper?
Yeah.
Did you try one already, Nick?
I have not, no.
Oh,
I
okay.
got one on the
I'll be the
plate.
judge of that.
Oh, Eli's going to try one too. Maria, what do you think?
They're so good.
So good. Yeah. What do you think, Peter? They're good? Do you like those better than regular chocolate chip blondies?
100%.
100%?
Best thing I've ever had.
Oh boy, you guys don't have to say it like that.
On the side? Yeah.
Okay, let's get some
You
pictures.
stand by your son there, boy. Come on.
All right.
There we go.
Here, I'll give you this.
Okay.
Let's do-
Get over here, big fella.